If you blink, you miss it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Problema!
Crazy. People sleeping on this dude big time. Could be a big problem for Francis. Francis Ngannou's next fight has just been announced, and alright, I've just started editing this and I realised there's something on my chin. I've got food on my chin. I'm a little bit worried for him, I think. Make sure you like the video on your way in. Helps out the channel a lot. And big shout out to everyone who signed up to the Apex Athlete app. I'm humbled. Honestly, the spaces are filling up fast, so make sure you check your emails or DM me on Instagram for the promo code. But you got to sign up before the promotion ends after this weekend or you miss out. Anyway, the guy who Francis is facing is pretty scary. You thought Francis Ngannou was big. Wait until you see this dude. So Francis is set to make his PFL debut on October the 19th against an absolute behemoth of a fighter called Renan Ferreira. He's 34 years old. He's got 13 wins, 3 losses, with 3 no contests, believe it or not, which is a little bit mad. He's on a 4-fight win streak, and all of those fights have came by way of KO or TKO. I'll make sure you subscribe to this channel because we're probably going to cover the fight build-up for this. But this guy is a monster. He's 6'8" with an 85-inch reach. He makes Francis Ngannou look small, and this Renan Ferreira was the winner of the 2023 PFL tournament, so last year. Now, one thing we've got to take into consideration, the reason why I'm worried about Francis Ngannou and this fight is his last MMA fight was in January 2022, a long time ago. By the time that this Ngannou and Renan Ferreira fight happens, it'll have almost been 3 years since Francis Ngannou's last MMA fight. And his last fight, obviously, was against Anthony Joshua, and we all remember how that went. It wasn't good at all, and Francis said that he struggled after that fight, lost his confidence a little bit, didn't know whether he wanted to come back to fight in MMA at all, had a little bit of that self-doubt, and these are some of the reasons why I'm slightly worried about him. And I thought Francis Ngannou going over to the PFL, easy money. Easy. PFL heavyweight division isn't exactly deep. The UFC heavyweight division isn't really that great. It's only just recently it's got a little bit more interesting with the talks of Shaun Jones, Stipe Miocic, Tom Aspinall, Sergey Pavlovich, Alexander Volkov looks good right now. But please forgive me if I'm not aware, but I don't really follow the PFL like almost whatsoever. But we'll definitely be watching this fight. Now, they just held a bit of a press conference. We'll take a look at a snippet of what Francis Ngannou says, and then we'll take a look at the face-off, and then we'll also check out this Renan Ferreira's skills.
Not used to this. I got one of these earpieces in.
Oh, and by the way, if you didn't know, Jake Paul's hosting it.
But welcome to the Battle of the Giants press conference. We are so excited. This is going to be the biggest heavyweight fight in MMA this year. We have some yeah, give it up. Don't be shy. Make some noise. In Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
In life,
when
you set
goals... Saudi Arabia. Oh, great. Okay.
It seems you always meet them. So now that you're back in MMA, back in the PFL, what is your goal now that you're back in MMA again?
You know, my goal right now is not just about like being back in MMA. It's about being back in activity, in combat sport in general. It's being back in what I love. And then... I think I always have a purpose. I always look forward for my purpose, the reason why I'm doing. And lately, things been a little tough. You know, I haven't questioned if I have to continue or if I should just hang off the gloves and stuff. But then I realized that that should be a purpose for me. You know, like I didn't have a chance to fight for my son, man. So I think this is it.
Thank you, Francis. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Francis Ngannou's son died, and that's sad. You can see him breaking up a little bit there.
So I think this is it.
Thank you, Francis. Appreciate that.
Bless him. As a dad myself, you can only imagine what Francis Ngannou's feeling there. You know, so he said he was struggling a little bit the last few years, and he'd, struggled to find his purpose. He kind of accomplished everything he needed to within MMA, went over to boxing. Maybe his skills were falsely inflated after that Tyson Fury fight. Tyson Fury didn't have the best night. He thought he'd be able to take on Anthony Joshua, got KO'd pretty bad, knocked his confidence a bit. His son is on his mind. Fact of the matter is, has Francis Ngannou been focused in recent months? Is he going to go into this fight being focused, or has he got a lot of weight on his shoulders? All the pressure is on him at the end of the day. this Renan Ferreira is coming in here to upset and steal the show. And let's look at it this way. Since Francis Ngannou's last fight, this Renan Ferreira has fought 6 times. Last fight against Ryan Bader. And although the level of competition who he's fighting isn't exactly that great, just the activity alone within MMA is a really big advantage. Now, this is Renan Ferreira. Now, I would play some more of this press conference, but they literally say nothing. They don't say anything. He just says, yes, I'm excited to challenge Francis Ngannou. I'm going to win, blah, blah, blah. Like, literally nothing special. You are not really missing anything by me not playing this. What we will get to, though, is the face-off, because it's pretty interesting. Francis Ngannou usually has the physicality advantage over his opponents. The only opponents who he hasn't had a physicality advantage over is Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Also, somewhat Cyril Gane. Cyril Gane's the same height as him, 6'4", and also pretty big himself. Francis Ngannou struggled the most against those fighters, not including the first Stipe fight, but obviously struggled against Tyson Fury. Well, he done good against Tyson Fury, but he obviously didn't win. Obviously got KO'd against Anthony Joshua, and then against Cyril Gane, had to take Cyril Gane down, and it went to decision. Anytime that Ngannou fights someone who's actually the same size as him, he's somewhat exposed. That's a strong word. He's not exposed, but he doesn't find it as easy to beat them. This Renan Ferreira is 6'8". All things considered, will Francis Ngannou struggle in this fight? I'm worried. I'm rooting for him. I am rooting for him, by the way, and we're going to do a full predictions video. We're going to break down Ngannou footage. We're going to break down Renan Ferreira footage. We're going to do it all on this channel. Let's take a look at the face-off. To show you.
Yeah, go ahead and call out Renan for me.
Okay, first to the stage, the problema, Renan Ferreira.
Pay attention. Look at the size of this guy. Pay attention to how these guys look against Jake Paul.
And making his mixed martial arts return, the Predator, Francis Ngannou.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Jake looks nervous.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go. You're gonna be a real champion.
Yeah. All right, all right. All right. Face forward. Face forward.
Good.
Oh, Sam.
There's a... Let's go.
I've never seen Jake Paul more scared in his life. I'm telling you, this Renan Ferreira looks game. Look at him. He's biting the bottom lip. You know, if someone's getting up in your face and they're biting the bottom lip, they're ready to eat your ass. That's like psychopath type-ish right there. And then he shows his bicep. Francis has a little feel.
All right. Face forward. Face forward.
You seen Ferreira somewhat flinch a bit then. He was like, whoa, he actually grabbed Ngannou's arm quite fast.
Face forward. Face
See?
forward.
He was like, bang.
Good.
Yeah, Renan Ferreira's even licking his lips. Look at the size difference. Ngannou is an absolute massive human being. He's 6'4", probably close to 6'5". Absolutely jacked, big traps, wide shoulders. And look at Ferreira. Look at his clavicle. See that there? That's the clavicle, the collarbone. Look at how wide it is. Right, Jake Paul, as I was saying, 6 foot-ish, 200 pounds. Look how small he is. Boys, this is why I say that you need to lift as well. Because there's fellas out here who are absolutely massive. And if you're just a regular size, 5'10", 5'9", 5'8", 5'11", something like that, or even shorter, you've got no excuse for being weak. I always think to myself, if I was like 5'5", I'd just get jacked and strong. I'd become a powerlifter. I'd be doing kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I would do it all. I'd just become a tank. So at least you say, oh yeah, you're only 5'5", but at least I'm a tank and I'm strong as an ox. You know, you're sitting there on your ass, smoking weed all day, not getting yourself to the gym. You're weak. You know how angry it makes me not being able to train for 18 months every single day, wanting to just do something and to get stronger, and feeling weak when I'm walking up the stairs, legs just fading away into non-existence, arms getting dead skinny. Well, they're coming back now a little bit. I felt like a wimp, and I'd get angry when other people weren't taking the training serious. I'm like, you don't even realise how privileged you are. I couldn't truly walk around feeling like I could protect my family. Whereas now that I'm training again, I'm starting to feel like a beast. Starting to get stronger. Starting to feel like an animal. Starting to feel like an alpha. Starting to feel like an apex. You want to get in shape? You want to do it with me? £1 a day. Apex Athletes app. It's £1 a day. $1.2 a day. And you better not even get pissed off as well. I am going to push my app damn hard because I've put a lot of time and effort and money into it. My channel don't take any other sponsors, so fuck you if you don't like it. Hey. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. What are the size of these fellas? Oh, we got the Z pose.
Battle of the Giants, ladies and gentlemen. October 19th, the Mayadeen in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Francis. It's great to have you guys here.
On you, this dude is an absolute tank. Let me show you this video right here. So this is Renan Ferreira training with Junior Dos Santos. Junior Dos Santos is 6'4". Right, check out how big this guy looks next to Junior. Now, granted, he's closer to the camera, of course. This guy's scary. Here's a clip from one of his last fights. Oh,
Problema on his way to a championship. Nasty.
Speed on that. If you blink, you miss it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Problema.
Crazy. And this guy's said it perfectly here. I'm going to give him a like because no one's liked his comment yet. People sleeping on this dude's big time. Could be a big problem for Francis. Should be a good fight either way, though. Definitely, I agree. Now, his last fight was against Ryan Bader, who, once again, shouldn't really be a heavyweight. He's a light heavyweight. He's a middleweight. Really, if he got lean. So this is how that fight went. There we go. I don't know if this music is copyrighted, but nice one too. That right hand of his is fast. It's a cannon. We all know how Francis Ngannou fights, so it's interesting just taking a little look at this dude, giving our initial thoughts. I'm not going to break any technique down. We'll do that closer to the time, but you can see the guy is clearly dangerous, and I don't think people should sleep on him just because it's Francis Ngannou coming back. Because if it was an active Francis Ngannou coming off some MMA wins and without the trauma that he's currently got over his son, I would favour Francis Ngannou a lot more going into this fight. But there's just that little dark cloud over Francis at the moment. I hope he proves me wrong because I am going to be rooting for him and he can definitely get the job done. I don't even really know much about this Renan guy apart from just a few little clips that I've watched. Just a little bit uncertain at the moment, guys. What do you think? Comment your thoughts down below and make sure if you are going to join me app, if you wait till after the weekend, you're going to end up paying full price. Right, nice one for tuning in, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.